Hello students. In this video, we will continue solving problems on coordination compounds. Question number 11. Which of the following complex ion is expected to absorb light in 4000 to 7800 angstrom region? This belongs to the visible region. Here, the electron absorb energy and go to the excited state, which is responsible for day-day transition of the electron. And this is according to the CFT theory. That means there must be at least one unpaired electron. There must be at least one unpaired electron in the complex. So let us take option number 1. Titanium Ti, En, ethane 1,2 diamine thrice, and the total charge is +4. Oxidation number of titanium, let it be X, plus 3 into neutral ligand 0 is equal to +4. Therefore, X is equal to +4. Titanium atomic number is 22. Its outermost electronic configuration is 3d2 4s2, right? Now, titanium +4 state is given. Okay, so it is a 3d0 and 4s0. Therefore, there are no unpaired electron. N is equal to 0, cannot absorb energy from the visible region. We'll go for the second complex. Cr H2O 6 times, total charge is +3. X with the oxidation number of chromium, +6 into neutral ligand 0 is equal to +3. Therefore, X is equal to +3. Chromium atomic number is 24, has exceptional electronic configuration, that is 3d5 and 4s1. But chromium has got +3 state, so start removing electron from the outermost shell, 4s0, then 2 more, so will become 3d3. Now here 3d3. This is a octahedral complex. Here in the case of octahedral complex, there's a crystal field splitting. We'll get 2 sets of orbitals. One is the T2G, other one is the EG. 3 electrons, 1, 2, 3, according to Hund's rule. So there are 3 unpaired electrons. At least one is enough. Therefore, your chromium complex can absorb the light. Therefore, option number 2 is the answer. Question number 12. Given complex exhibit linkage, geometrical, ionization, and one more, optical isomerism. So let me take whether it exhibit a linkage, isomerism or not. So let me take linkage. Okay, can I write linkage? Linkage in the sense there must be at least one ambidentate ligand. There must be at least one ambidentate ligand. Now there is one ambidentate ligand here, that is a nitrito N, which can be written as a nitrito O. So I can write the complex CO NH3 4 times O NO twice outside the bracket Cl, possible. Okay, linkage exists. What about the geometrical isomerism? Geometrical isomerism. The given complex is of type M, A4, B2, and outside the bracket we have got one counter ion. Now, with respect to B, we can write cis and trans. So, cis is possible and trans is possible. Okay. So, geometrical also exists. Linkage exists. Geometrical also exists. What about the ionized isomerism? Ionized isomerism is nothing but it is an interchange of ligand and the counter ion. So I can interchange one ligand with the counter ion. So I can write NH3 then NO2. Once I write one Cl, I'll bring inside so that the coordination number of ligands will remain the same and NO2 will be outside. This is the ionized isomerism exists. So first one is the answer. Now we'll see about the optical isomerism. One extra isomerism is there. Now the presently we have got complex of the type M A4B2 type. Here, this complex will have planar symmetry. It has got a planar symmetry. Okay. Therefore, this compound is optically inactive. This compound is optically inactive. Okay. Now, what is the criteria for optical activity? Complex must be of the type A, M, A2, then didentate ligand repeated 2 times, or of the type metal M, or didentate ligand repeating 3 times. There must be at least one didentate ligand. It can exhibit optical isomerism. Now for this question, answer is option number 1. Question number 13. Which of the following pairs of complex are isomeric with each other but in aqueous solution will exhibit different molar conductivities? Molar conductivities depends on number of ions produced. Number of ions produced also depends on the charge on the ions or the complex ion. More the number of ions or more the charge on the ions, more is the molar conductivity. Now what I'll do, I will dissolve these two compounds in each option in the solution to give cation anion. So CO, NH3, then NO2, first complex, I'll write here. Then outside the bracket, we have got chloride, 2 chloride, Cl minus. So one complex ion, total charge will be plus 2 and total charge is minus 2 here. So we altogether we have got 3 ions. Now second compound, this one, CO, NH3, 5 times, then O, NO, okay. And outside the square bracket, again we have got 2 Cl minus. So therefore charge on the complex 2 plus 2. So here also it produces, okay, 3 ions altogether. Number of ions are same and the total charge on the complex is also same. Therefore, same molar conductivity, but the question is a different molar conductivities. So first one is not the answer. We'll go for the second option. In the first compound, CO, NH3, 5 times Br. Outside the square bracket, we have got sulfate, SO4 2 minus. 2 negative charges, there were 2 positive charges. So 1:1 ratio. So it produces 2 ions. Now this complex, it is a CO, NH3, 5 times SO4 now inside, okay, plus Br minus outside. So 1 Br minus, therefore 1 plus charge. Okay. So here also we have got 2 ions. We also got 2 ions. Number of ions remain the same, but charges are different. Initial compound plus 2 minus 2 charge, second compound plus 1 and minus 1. Therefore, they have got different molar conductivity. Therefore, second one is the answer. Whereas third one, fourth one will give same number of ions and same type of the charges on them. Right? Question number 14. The color of the Cornish compound depends on crystal field splitting. What will be the correct order of absorption wavelength of light in the visible region for the complexes? Now, this is according to the CFT theory, and absorption of color depends on the strength of the ligands. Depends on the strength of the ligands. Okay, ligands. They are given 3 types of ligand: amine ligand, cyanido ligand, and aqua ligand. So cyanido is the strongest ligand, Cl minus. Then comes amine ligand, and then finally comes the water as the ligand. Cyanido is a strong ligand, water is a weak ligand. Okay. When ligand is a stronger ligand, crystal field splitting is large. When the splitting is large, large amount of energy is required, or frequency should be larger to excite the electrons, or on the other way around, we have got E is equal to H nu, or is equal to H into nu is equal to C divided by lambda. Lambda will be low here. For the weak ligand, delta O is smaller, energy is smaller, nu is also smaller, but lambda will be the larger. Therefore, okay, with respect to the wavelength of light absorbed, okay, complex containing water will absorb the largest wavelength. Therefore, water complex, then amine complex, then cyanido complex. So that comes in option number 3. So third one is the answer. Right? Question number 15. When 0.1 mole of the given complex is treated with the excess of silver nitrate, 0.2 moles of silver chloride is obtained. So therefore, conductivity of the solution of the complex will correspond to. That means they are starting with the 0.1 mole of the complex, okay, to give 0.2 mole of the AgCl, right? Which means it is a 1:2 ratio, right? If it is 1:2 ratio, then there should be 2 chloride ions available. So I can write CO, Cl3, NH3 5 times. So this can be written as CO, 1Cl as the ligand, then amine 5 times, then remaining 2 chlorido becomes chloride outside. When you treat with the silver nitrate AgNO3, silver nitrate reacts with the chloride, 2 moles are required to give the 2 moles of AgCl and other product. Okay, so 1:2 or 0.1:0.2. Now this complex are written. So when dissolved in water, will undergo ionization to give CO, Cl, NH3 5 times, and outside the bracket we have got 2 chloride as the counter ion, 2 Cl minus, 2 negative charges, there were 2 positive charges. Suppose I take 1 mole, it will give 1 mole of the complex cation and 2 chloride ions. So this is in the ratio of 1:2 or altogether 3 ions are there, right? Therefore 1:2 is the answer. Option number 2. Question number 16. Atomic number of manganese, iron, cobalt are given respectively. Which of the following is the inner orbital complex? Inner orbital complex means all these are octahedral because there are 6 ligands. So it should have D2sp3 hybridization and diamagnetic. Diamagnetic means electrons are paired up. Electrons should be paired up. Okay. So you have to make use of VBT theory here. We'll apply VBT. So first compound I'll write, that is a CO, NH3 6 times, total charge is +3. Second compound is MnCN6 and total charge is -3. Third compound, this one is here, FeCN6, total charge is -3. And fourth compound is there in option number 3 here. So the charge is -4. FeCN6, total charge is -4, 4 minus. Okay. So calculate X value here. So we calculate X value, X is equal to +3 here. So cobalt atomic number is 27, should be remembered. So it is a 3d7 and 4s2. Cobalt +3 exists. Cobalt +3 becomes 3d6 now and 4s2, right? And amine is a strong ligand. Electron pairing takes place. Electron pairing takes place. And in the presence of the ligands, 5 times of d orbital will split into T2G and Eg set. T2G and Eg set, right? Eg set. 6 electrons are there. So they occupy lower energy T2G according to rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So it will make use of 2d orbital. So hybridization is the D2sp3 it will be. And electrons are paired up, so it is a diamagnetic substance. It is a diamagnetic substance. So we'll calculate oxidation number of manganese. X plus 6 minus 1 is equal to -3. X is equal to +3. Manganese atomic number is 25. So it is a 3d5 and 4s2. Manganese plus 3 will have, so 3d4, 3d4, 4s2, 4s2, sorry, 4s0, right? Here again we have got cyanide ligand, which is a strong ligand. Electron pairing takes place. Again, in the presence of the ligands, octahedral complex, we have got T2G set and EG set, right? So 4 electrons are there, 1, 2, 3, and 4 according to Hund's rule. So it can make use of 2d orbital. So hybridization is D2sp3 hybridization, right? Electrons are 2 electrons unpaired, so it is a paramagnetic property. So it has got paramagnetic property. Third compound. Here, x plus 6 into minus 1 is equal to minus 3. X is equal to plus 3 charge. Iron atomic number. Iron atom number is 26. Electronic configuration is 3d6 and 4s2, right? So iron, it is in the plus 3 state, means 4s0 and 3d5. Again, cyanide Cn minus is a strong ligand. Electron pairing takes place. Same thing, T2G orbitals, and we have got EG orbitals. So 5 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Therefore, again 2 d orbitals available. It undergoes starting the D2sp3 hybridization, and but it is a paramagnetic substance. Paramagnetic. Last one. So x plus 6 minus 1 is equal to minus 4. X is equal to plus 2. So iron plus 2 state will have, so 3d6 and 4s0, and Cn minus is a strong ligand. Electron pairing takes place. So T2G orbital, and we have got EG orbital. 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Electrons are paired up. So if the electrons are paired up, it is a diamagnetic substance, and we have got 2 d orbitals starting with the d orbital. So it is a D2sp3 hybridization. See, in all the cases, we have got an inner orbital complex D2sp3, but some are diamagnetic and some are paramagnetic. Therefore, option number 3 is the answer for this. Okay, option number 3 is the answer. So this is a iron complex 4 minus and cobalt complex plus 3 charge. Question number 17. An aqueous pink solution of cobalt 2 chloride changes to deep blue addition of excess of HCl. This is because, okay, so we have got cobalt plus 2. We have got cobalt plus 2. Cobalt plus 2 is an aqueous solution, H2O. Okay, water is also a ligand. It can form the complex, aqua complex, CO, H2O, 6. Charge on the cobalt is plus 2, water is a neutral plus 2, and it is an octahedral complex in the aqueous solution. Okay, this complex CO, H2O, the solution of this complex is now treated with the excess of HCl. So chlorido can act as a ligand. So Cl minus comes from the HCl. So it can form one more complex, CO, Cl4, cobalt plus 2, and also we have got chloride minus 1. So charge will be minus 2 remaining, minus 2. But this is a tetrahedral now. This is a tetrahedral complex. Whenever octahedral complex is there, tetrahedral complex is there, there is a crystal field splitting, delta O and delta T. Which value is larger now? So delta O, crystal field splitting in case of octahedral complex is larger compared to tetrahedral complexes. Okay, so Option number 1. Here it is a Cl6 is not formed. Second one is correct. B is correct. C option is also correct. Tetrahedral complexes have got smaller crystal field splitting, that is the delta T smaller than delta O, which is correct. Option number D is wrong. Tetrahedral complexes do not have larger crystal field splitting, not possible. So correct options are, statements are B and C. Therefore, option number 2 is the answer. Question number 18. Total number of ions produced by Tollens reagents on the ionization are. What is Tollens reagent? Tollens reagent is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. Ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate solution. It is used to detect aldehydes. Used to detect aldehydes. Aldehydes react, but ketones do not react. Ketones do not react. Aldehydes will give silver mirror precipitate. Silver mirror precipitate or black precipitate. Or black precipitate. And this solution is also made alkaline at the end after preparing. So what is the Tollens reagent composition? It is a Ag, NH3 twice and OH minus outside. OH minus comes from alkaline medium. Okay, so it is a silver amine complex. So we'll split and write Ag, NH3. Coordination number of silver is 2 here. 2 ligands are there. Plus OH minus. 1 OH minus minus 1 charge. Therefore, it is a plus 1 charge. 1 complex cation and 1 anion is there. Therefore, altogether 2 ions are produced. Okay, so option number 1 is the answer. Question number 19. In the complex FeCOX, the value of X is. Now we have to find out the value of X here. Okay. Now this is a carbonyl complex. All carbonyl complexes obey EAN rule. Complexes obey EAN rule. What is EAN? EAN stands for effective atomic number. Effective atomic number. Now how to calculate effective atomic number? Effective atomic number is calculated as is equal to atomic number Z of the central atom minus electrons lost by the central atom plus electrons donated by the ligand. These are the electrons donated by the ligand. This electron lost nothing but the oxidation number, and this is the atomic number. Okay. Now this complex that is FeCO, whatever is the number, total charge equal to 0 here. Neutral complex, that means X plus whatever the number, carbonyl is a neutral ligand 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, charge on the ion is 0. Okay. So atomic number of ion is 26 and it has not lost in electron 0 plus. Suppose we have got carbonyl ligand. Each ligand can donate 1 pair of electron. 1 pair means 2 electrons are present. So it is a 2 electron, but unknown number X, and that is equal to En. What is En? Okay. So En number should be equal to the atomic number of the noble gas in the same series. Iron belongs to 3D series. In that 3D series, we have got krypton as the noble gas 36. Okay. Now this should be equated to the atomic number of the noble gases. That means total number of the electron present on the central metal atom is equal to the atomic number of the noble gas in the same series. Okay. Therefore, 2x is equal to 10, x is equal to 5. So that means the complex is Fe, pentacarbonyl iron 0 ligand 0. Question number 19. Answer is option number 3. Question number 20. When SCN minus added to the aqueous solution containing ferric nitrate, complex ion produced is. Okay. We already have got now ferric nitrate, Fe. It will undergo ionization, ferric ion plus 3 nitrate ion, NO3 minus. And suppose you put into water, dissolve in water. Water can act as a ligand. So it can form complex. Okay. It can form aqua complex. Fe plus 3 charge. Water altogether 6 ligands will come. And the total charge is plus 3. Water is a neutral. Then 3 nitrates will be outside now as a counter ion. Right? Now to this aqua complex, we are adding thiocyanate, SCN minus. So it will form new complex Fe, H2O, 5. One water ligand is replaced by SCN minus. Charge on the ion is plus 3, water is a 0, and SCN minus 1. So total charge will be plus 2 here. Okay. So answer is option number 2. Second one is the answer. Okay. Second one is the answer. We can write the overall reaction like this. Fe, NO3 thrice plus SCN minus plus 5 water molecules at the end to give Fe, H2O 5 times SCN. Total charge is equal to plus 2, and we have got 3 NO3 minus. That is there in option number 2. Therefore, second one is the answer. Okay. So we have come to the end of the coordination compounds in part 2. If you like this video, please do subscribe and share. Thank you all.